Welcome to Hong Kong, Asia's world city. Today's journey takes us on board one of Cathay Pacific's Airbus A330s in business class. Follow along as I tour around various airport lounges and showcase the in-flight experience as we make our way over to Kuala Lumpur. Our journey begins in the back of an iconic red taxi as we pull up to Hong Kong International Airport. I love flying in and out of Hong Kong. The airport here was recently voted the best in Asia, and with good reason. The spacious high-ceiling design of the terminal creates an open and welcoming atmosphere, bathed in an abundance of natural light. As I'm flying in business class today, I head straight for the dedicated check-in area in Zone B. The line is fairly long but fast moving, with many counters in action. Today, I'm flying on CX729 to Kuala Lumpur. Boarding passes in hand, it's time for some adventuring around the terminal. Along with my friends Cathay Airlines, we're going to hop around the fantastic Oneworld Lounges here in Hong Kong. Our first stop today, Cathay Pacific's The Deck. The Deck is the smallest Cathay Lounge in Hong Kong, and it certainly feels rather compact. However, the signature Cathay Lounge style creates a very cozy and comfortable atmosphere. Unique to the Deck is the terrace, an open area balcony offering great views over the airport and alternative seating options to the indoor sofas. Having spent the morning exploring Kowloon, we made sure to stop by the shower rooms here at the Deck. The shower rooms are furnished with grey stone and marble and offer luxurious Bamford toiletries. Of course, an example of the iconic Noodle Bar can be found here, serving Hong Kong signatures on demand. There's also a variety of self-service stations, along with dedicated seating for dining. Now, let's head over to the next stop. Welcome to the Qantas Hong Kong Lounge. The incredibly friendly staff greeted us and welcomed us into this modern and expansive space. Walking down through the lounge, there's a variety of seating options to choose from and some really unique dining tables. I've never seen anything like these at any other lounges around the world. What a fantastic concept. Down the far end of the lounge, there's even more seating options available, all with a great view overlooking the airport. Qantas maintains a superb food and drink selection here, with the self-service buffet offering fresh and extensive options. However, the crowning jewel of this lounge is undoubtedly the bar, with its signature cocktail menu. For the first round, we sampled the passion fruit mojito, lychee rose, and apple elixir. followed shortly thereafter by the Chi-Chi and Grapevine. Wonderful mixology. Just enough time for some plane spotting from the lounge before we head for our third and final stop for the day. As both of our flights are departing from the Northwest Pier, we'll be taking the Aero train across. Perfect framing. The Spirit of Hong Kong parked in front of the Sky Bridge. Making our way down the travelators, we eventually reach Cathay Pacific's The Pier. The Pier is Cathay's largest lounge in Hong Kong, featuring multiple segmented areas, each with their own unique purpose and furnishings. The flagship Noodle Bar can be found here, surrounded by numerous dining booths and seating areas. Ironically, we both opted for rice dishes, delicious char siu and suyok prepared on demand, alongside some Hong Kong egg tarts and Jing silver needle tea. Unfortunately, we were a bit tight for time at this point and had to cut our visit short to head for boarding. I bid farewell to Cathay Airlines as he made his way off to Singapore, while I was heading home to Kuala Lumpur. Welcome on board Cathay Pacific's Airbus A330. Business class is configured with 39 Safran Cirrus II seats fitted across 2 cabins. These reverse herringbone seats are a little dated now, but still make for a fantastic hard product on this regional sector. A pillow and blanket, the in-flight menus and a water bottle can be found at the seat. As I'm settling in, the friendly cabin crew are quick to bring me a Cathay Delight, the airline's signature welcome mocktail. There's just enough time for a warm towel, and then we're ready to push back and depart for Kuala Lumpur.
The escape path lighting switches on automatically during an emergency. Please follow the crew's instructions and go to the nearest.
We are airborne, with a flight time of about 3.5 hours to make it home. I begin the in-flight service with my usual, a glass of champagne and some warm nuts. Today we're sipping on Champagne Ayala, Brut Majeur, non-vintage. Cheers to a great flight, on board Cathay Pacific Business Class. As we departed Hong Kong in the mid-afternoon, I'm opting to get some rest first and dine later. Time to turn the Safran Cirrus II from a seat into a lie-flat bed. Thanks to the staggered and angled configuration of these seats, they are fairly private when seated and lying down. Compared to other similar products, the footwell on this seat is very spacious and not at all claustrophobic, which also makes it useful for storing bags. Everything you could possibly need is conveniently located in the side console: seat controls, charging sockets, and storage spaces and compartments. Cathay doesn't provide a mattress topper on this route, but the seat itself is relatively comfortable when combined with the Bamford pillow and blanket. The cabin lights are dimmed to a nice orange glow, so let's recline to get a couple hours of rest. The cabin crew wake me sometime later when we're abeam the coast of Vietnam. It's time for dinner. Unfortunately, the Duddles Hong Kong Flavours menu is not offered on this route, but there are still some local options to choose from. We begin with a gravlax salmon and fennel salad, accompanied by some selections from the bread basket and a seasonal side salad, all served on a single tray. A tangy and fresh first course. On to the main, I went for the western option of grilled lamb cutlet with thyme and rosemary sauce alongside green beans, peppers and potato gratin. I paired this with a glass of 2019 Chateau de Pitré Bordeaux. Although presentation wasn't anything special, the lamb was absolutely delicious, perfectly cooked and incredibly flavoursome. The Bordeaux made for an excellent pairing. Next up, the dessert trolley rolled down the aisle. I opted for both a seasonal fresh fruit platter and a selection of international cheeses, paired with a glass of 2016 Chateau Philo Gold Reserve. Now, for a quick announcement from our captain.
We're shortly to enter Malaysia's airspace and commencing our descent in around 10 minutes' time. The stage subject to air traffic control, touching down at 8:15 local time and off Parking Bay around 10 minutes after that. There's a strong possibility we'll be about 5 minutes earlier on those times due to some shortcuts, but we won't know about that until we get a bit closer in towards Kuala Lumpur. Weather conditions, we're landing towards the northwest. It's a variable breeze, around 5 kilometres an hour. Some light rain showers in the vicinity and a current temperature of 32 degrees. I'm happy your crew today has been able to having on board, and we trust that you've enjoyed the flight with us. For the cabin crew, we'll call it 35 minutes to landing. Thanks.
Not quite done yet, I couldn't resist but to try the special edition Häagen-Dazs and Pierre Hermé macaron. And finally, to wrap everything up, a Cathay Pacific signature, Hong Kong milk tea. A superb dinner service all the way through, with a delicious main course and surprisingly extensive dessert options. Now it's time to prepare for arrival into Kuala Lumpur.
Please be major doors for arrival and cross-track. Thank you.
We have arrived home. Let's take a quick look around the cabin before disembarking. I do like these mini artworks on the front and back walls of the cabin. They make for a nice contrast against the beige tones. I'm interested to see what seats Cathay will select for their next generation A330 Neos coming in 2028. A huge thank you to the wonderful crew of CX729 for looking after me today and for letting me stick around at the end of the flight. I can firmly conclude this is the best way to travel between Hong Kong and KL. One last highlight for this journey as we shuttle between the satellite building and the main terminal building. Thank you Malaysia Airlines for this BMW i7 private transfer. A very stylish way to travel, indeed. And to you, dear viewer, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do leave a comment down below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. For now, see you in the next one, and safe travels always.